What's up, Dream Chasers? What's up, Wrench Gang? It's your boy Kevin Van Voris checking in for another video for you guys today. So, I had some time today. I wanted to make a YouTube video for all of you guys. Everyone has always asked me, how in the hell do I afford the cars that I have? So, I'm going to go over with you how exactly I make my money to pay for these things, and some of you guys might actually be surprised on what my answer is. A lot of you guys have been following me for a long time. Okay, some of you guys have seen me before all the cool stuff. Okay, like when I had my first really cool car, which was a Jeep SRT8, which I thought it was the coolest thing ever. Some of you guys have even been around before then. So, what do I do for a living? Okay, I own the gym at Contagion Athletics, which is a gym here in Amarillo, Texas. You can look it up. It's 37,000 square feet. It's huge. And a lot of you are probably like, man, that's so awesome. I'm sure he gets lots and lots of money from owning that gym. No, I do not. Okay. So before I owned that gym, some of you guys might remember, I owned Van Voris Performance. I opened it up in 2015. It was basically just a personal training studio. We had like 30 members, but it was more or less a personal training studio, okay? I'm sure a lot of you guys are like, will you just tell us how you make money? Look, it's very simple, okay? I have been in-person personal training as a job since 2013, okay? So I'll give you guys my little background. I played college football at West Texas A&M. Okay, I was an All-American. My senior year, I decided to do an internship with this guy who had his own business out of a local gym here. I wanted to figure out what I wanted to do with my life because when I found out that strength and conditioning coaches don't make jack shit, and I didn't want to go to medical school for another 4 or 5 or 6 years because I could have, with my degree, I could have either went to be a doctor, strength and conditioning coach, I could have worked in PT at a hospital, I could have done a lot of things. I decided I'm going to try and figure out what I want to do. So I always liked coaching people. So I figured, why not intern for a guy? I did that. I fell in love with it. The one thing that I like, because it's my personality, is being a personal trainer, you get to dictate how many hours you work in a day or in a week. If you don't want to work very much, well, then you don't have to take on very many clients. If you want to make a lot of money, well, you can take on as many clients as you want. Now, obviously, there's so many hours in a day, and it'll come to something else in the future. But at the time, I was like, damn, okay, so I can just work as much as I want and make as much money as I want. Awesome. So then, as you guys know, I opened up my small personal training studio, okay, Van Voris Performance. And then a couple years later, we opened up Contagion Athletics, which is the huge behemoth that it is today, which I'm very grateful for. So, what do I do today to pay for the things that I have? I do not currently take a paycheck from being an owner of the gym, okay? I do not have a salary as an owner. I don't get dividends, none of that, okay? The reason for that is because when we decided to open up Contagion Athletics, I said, I am not going to get paid for a long time, and that's a sacrifice that I'm going to make. The reason for that is because I make my money by in-person personal training, and as of the last year and almost a half, online training, which I coach people all over the world. I train people in person Monday through Thursday. I train 20 to 24 clients per day. I work 10 to 12 hours per day, just in-person personal training, okay? That does not include the things that I do at the gym, which technically I'm doing for free. But the reason that I decided to not take a paycheck is because I want to take any money that I can and put that towards gym too. My sacrifice, although it does suck, I'll be honest, like, it's not the greatest thing having to work this much, right? Of course, wouldn't you want to work less and take a paycheck? Absolutely, I would. However, my big goal for all of you guys that care is I want to own at least 10 Contagion Athletics gyms across the United States. I want them to be destination gyms. What is a destination gym? A destination gym is basically a gym that there's only one in each city, okay? So for example, if I go to Vegas, there's one in Las Vegas. If I go to Dallas, there's one in Dallas. Dallas, Denver, Scottsdale, right? Like there's just one in each city. They are destination gyms. So that's the sacrifice that I'm willing to take because I make enough money doing in-person training that it can afford my lifestyle. And that's what I've been doing for a long time. Although some people think that I do other things, it's just because, and I'll be 100% honest, I am the highest paid personal trainer in Amarillo, Texas, because number one, this is super important. I know what I'm doing and I charge what I'm worth, okay? I've been doing this a long time. I am college educated. I was an All-American football player. I have lots of accolades to my name. I charge what I'm worth. And a lot of people, whether it's personal training, coaching, blah, 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 whatever, lots of different industries, you guys do not charge enough, and then you get these shitty clients, okay? All of my clients are awesome. Sometimes they're pain in the asses, but guess what? I absolutely love what I do. I've had the same 5 a.m. client for almost 10 years. 10 years. And guess what? Every time that I've upped my rate for all my personal training clients, guess how many clients I've lost? 0. You have to know what you're worth, okay? So a lot of you guys, maybe there's some of you out there who are like, man, you can make money as a personal trainer? Absolutely. Yes, you can. I have been making 6 figures as a personal trainer for, I don't even know how long. A long, long time. I'll just say that, okay? A long time. And the reason for that is 2 things. One, I know what I am worth. But the second thing is I don't have a problem working 10, 12, 14-hour days as a personal trainer. That's why I originally chose it. Now, the one new thing that I've added to my income stream is online training. Online training has been fantastic. Now, the one thing I don't like about it is the turnover, because a lot of people still don't understand this. Yes, you can hire an online trainer for your nutrition and all the stuff that includes all of that. But the other part of it is most people, even if you have an online trainer, they still need an in-person personal trainer at least once or twice a month to make sure that they actually get to the gym. Because me texting you or voicing you or whatever is not going to be the only thing that works, okay? So those are 2 things I do. I do online coaching and I do in-person personal training. That's it, okay? That's all that I do. I don't get paychecks from anything else. Obviously, like, I don't get paid for social media because I just restarted it, but maybe I'll get to a point where I'm taking social media more serious, especially because I'm only training people 4 days per week now, where I can make some money on social media. So that's one of my goals, is be able to be like, man, maybe I can make enough to, it covers a car payment or something. That'd be totally cool with me. You guys know me. I'm never going to bullshit you on what I do, okay? I never am. I never am. Because I want to be as real as I can, because I would like somebody to tell me how it is, not being like, oh yeah, it's over here. All of you guys need to understand that just because you see some people online doing XYZ does not mean that they are actually doing XYZ, okay? If someone's trying to sell you an ebook or mentorship or any of that stuff, it's probably bullshit, okay? How many mentors have I had? 0. How many ebooks have I bought? 0. Everything that I've done, I've done myself. I figured this shit out. When I wanted to open up my small gym, nobody was like, hey man, this is what you should do. You should do this and this and this. Nope. No one told me any of that. I just did it all on my own. I figured everything out. I was like, I don't know. I think it'd be cool to have black walls. Let's paint the walls black. Oh, I like black rubber floor. Cool. Let's do the floors black. Ooh, you know what? It's dusting in Amarillo. That probably wasn't a good idea. It's the same thing at the big gym. No one was like, okay, so you need to have this many pieces for this many room. You got to do this for this. This needs to be the square footage of this. You need to, no one, like everything we've done at the gym is just by ourselves. Every mistake or everything that's been a success, it's just been us trying stuff. That's all it's been. So yes, you can hire people to, if you want to open a gym, you could be like, hey Kev, I'll pay you XYZ and sure, I'll show you how to do it, but you don't have to do any of that stuff. If you are trying to level yourself up, sure, you could hire a mentor or you could just do it yourself. So sorry to anybody out there who thinks it's like a get rich quick scheme. A lot of you guys who have been following me for a while, you understand, like, you've seen me come up over the years. It's just been me busting my ass. There's no like secret. I didn't just like win the lottery one day and be like, oh, hell yeah. Like, that's not how it works, sadly. So, but that's also why trying to make real money, it's not hard, because all you have to do is outwork people, and people today are lazy as shit. Hopefully that answered your guys' question of how does he pay for all these cars and all the cool stuff that he does. Well, the other thing too is I don't have kids. Okay, these cars are my kids. Like, that's what I do. And I don't travel a lot. I don't go to town all the time. I don't go party. I don't drink. I don't do any of that stuff. I would much rather have my dream car sitting in front of me than being like, yeah, I go out every weekend. I go to Vegas like 3 times a month. Like, and if that's cool, if that's what you like to do. For me, I like cars. That's what I like, right? So, and then now, like, I do bodybuilding and powerlifting coaching, which I've been doing for a long time, but I'm at the point to where I travel like 15 to 18 weekends out of the year. As an example, I'm going to Anaheim next weekend to go coach. And guess what? It's a completely free trip, because being a coach and being at the level that I'm at, I get to say, if you want me at your show, you have to pay for me to get there. Do you know how cool that is? Getting paid to go and do what you do for a living. It is the greatest thing ever to know, like, damn, I am, all those years of me busting my ass and trying different things and doing all these things has gotten me to a level where now people pay for my flight and my hotel and my rental car to come and coach them in person. How fucking cool is that? And I just got started with this online stuff. Obviously, I've been doing in-person coaching and like bodybuilding and powerlifting in person for a long time. But now I'm at a point to where I'm doing it online, and now I have clients all over. And it is the coolest thing ever. I just had a client compete in Utah the past 2 weekends. How cool is that? How cool is that? I get to do what I want to do every single day. And that's the other thing that I'll tell you. Life is short, okay? Making money is cool, but try and pick something that you are actually good at or you have a passion for, okay? I am good at coaching and I have a passion for it. I would do it for free if it ever came down to that, because I love helping people accomplish their goals. I really do. So find something you're passionate about and fucking stick with it. So that's how I make money. That's what I do for a living. And someday, in the future, yes, I'll be taking a fat salary from Contagion Athletics or huge dividends at the end of the year. But that's kind of my retirement plan. And I don't plan on retiring for quite some time. So those days will come, but I'm also only 38 years old. So, 10 years from now, who knows how many gyms I'll have? Who knows what the income that those gyms will be bringing me, to where I can really just coach people that I really just want to coach. I don't have to do it for an actual salary. That's the ultimate goal. Thank you guys for watching today's video. I appreciate it. My name is Kevin Van Voris. I'm out this bitch.